Hello, everybody. So tonight we're actually going to be doing a mini tournament, and this mini tournament will feature the game Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and we'll be having the tournament between the four houses: Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin. So just sit back, relax, and the stream will be starting shortly. Thank you so much. I'd also like to give a shout out to those in our chat right now. Say hi, and we might just give you a shout out. I'm your host for tonight, High Inquisitor Johann Xavier, and I will be in charge of the commentary for these games. Give us a shout out. And while you're at it, sound check. How's the music playing? Is it a little too loud? Do you want me to turn it down? Or do you want me to turn it up a little bit? Let me know in the chat. So we're just waiting for the rest of the players to trickle into the lobby. The first match should be starting shortly. I'd say at about 7:10. We should be starting the first match. How y'all doing tonight, chat? It's been a pretty warm day over here. No signs of rain or anything. It's been very sunny actually the past week. This is actually the second tournament that we're doing for this particular esport, Mobile Legends. This is the second time we're actually conducting the tournament. The first time we conducted this tournament, that was we actually utilized a different streaming platform. Now that we have our YouTube channel, we are streaming live on the YouTube channel. Again, I'd just like to ask, how's the audio going? Is it a little too loud? Is it too soft? Do I need to turn it up? Would you like me to turn it down? Let me know in the chat. Okay, we're just waiting for the last of our players to enter the lobby here. We're almost going to be complete. Standby. Thank you so much. How's everyone doing tonight in the chat? Show your house pride. Do your house proud. Stay loud in the chat. Just waiting for the last of our players here. We only need one player from each side. Just stand by. By the way, the first match will actually be Hufflepuff versus Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff has chosen their five best players, and Ravenclaw has sent in their 5 best players. Actually, based on the last tournament that was conducted, I actually recognize a couple of these in-game names. These in-game names actually were in the championships. Some of them, at least, were in the championships of the last tournament. So I trust that today will be an excellent game, if anything. Today's games will be one to watch. And a quick announcement. Ravenclaw has completed their team. We have now started the default time for Hufflepuff. 10 minutes starting now. Just need one more player from Hufflepuff and then we can proceed with the match. And again, today we are actually going to be playing a total of 4 matches. These 4 matches will be our first match, which is Hufflepuff versus Ravenclaw, and then Gryffindor versus Slytherin, followed closely by the loser versus loser match and the winner versus winner match for first place. Okay, and I believe that the teams are complete. Shall we begin the tournament? Alright, tournament start. Let's see. There's the familiar sound of the lobby. Let's turn it up.
Your team is banning. Your team is banning. Your team is banning. Your team is banning. Your team is picking. Your team is picking. Your team is picking. Your team is picking. Your team is banning. Your team is banning. Your team is picking.
By the way, I'd just like to...
Your team is picking.
How's the audio doing? Is my audio too loud? Is the game audio a little too loud? Should I turn it down? Should I turn it up? Let me know.
Your team is picking.
All right, and it seems that the teams have completed their lineups, and we'll be jumping in the game in a few seconds. Again, I'd just like to confirm, how's the audio doing? Quick disclaimer, we are playing on a little bit of a delay. For proper swordsmanship and conduct of the games. So just loading in the game here. We should be getting into game in just a few seconds. Everyone's getting 100%.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
All right, and here we go. We're into the game.
Till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
Everyone's headed to their lane assignments as of right now. It seems that Nicole 10 has chosen to go with the jungle route for this one, while Brian has decided to go with the jungle route for Ravenclaw. Laning phase should be a little bit simmered down for this match as of right now. We should be seeing a little bit of a slow laning phase for right now. I don't expect much action until about the 2-minute mark, I'd say. So far, the lane assignments are doing well. Oyen's actually being pushed under tower as of right now. Bot lane, we're actually getting one of our first ganks as of right now. Stark's pushing two of Hufflepuff's players in. We're gonna get a gank from Nicole 10 in just a second. Stark's actually being pushed in crazy and pushed back against the tower. Mid lane so far, Rexo County just passing by, seeing what assistance he can give to Avatar as of right now. Brian going in for a gank and then exiting out, invading into the enemy jungle, and then we actually have our first team fight. Will this result in first blood? Nicole 10 is actually getting dove by 3 of the players. Engineer Firmo is actually diving in to save Nicole 10, and Nicole 10 just manages to make it out. Again, Oyen is actually getting pushed under tower. He's actually chosen to take a recall here. Smart decision to restore health and return to a lane state. Stark's actually circling around the lanes. We're seeing some different level strategies here, actually. Stark's just waiting for the wave to push in, while we wait for the rest of the wave to push in. He's probably just gonna freeze this wave right here. Engineer Firmo's gonna actually go in on Stark, but misses actually with the CC. It seems that they're actually pursuing the turtle. Nicole 10's actually get dove by Brian here. First blood actually occurred in the bot lane. I see. See what happens here. There's actually a team fight ensuing. It might result in Engineer Firmo actually dives in and kills Brian off, and it seems that the lanes are returning to a normal state as of right now. Hufflepuff leads 2-1 in kills. Psycho's actually chosen to take a smart recall here, restore mana. Engineer Firmo as well has chosen to take a recall. Oyen is actually under tower, getting dove by Moriarty, but decides not to pursue anymore. And it seems that the disrespect is actually starting already. Oyen's just taking free pot shots over at Moriarty over here. Although Moriarty actually has the level advantage, we're actually getting a possible clash in the mid lane. the mid lane topside jungle. Brian's going in, trying to invade, and gets collapsed on by Psycho. Nicole 10 is actually collapsing onto Brian, but Brian manages to make it out. And Oyen actually manages to get the kill on the top side despite that level advantage. In the mid lane, we're actually getting a team fight. We actually might get a team fight right now. Brian's getting dove on. He's actually going to get taken out right here. Rexo County might be on his way down too. Engineer Firmwell, actually, that dive didn't work out in his favor. He actually might get taken down right here, and he does get taken down, but Oyen comes in with the gank to save him. And it saves the team fight for Hufflepuff. Map state currently, it seems that Hufflepuff is actually leading the charge in kills, and in gold, Oyen's going back to top lane, still at a level disadvantage though. I'd say maybe 1 or 2 creeps behind, maybe 3. Checking the items, it seems that a lot of the gold for Hufflepuff is actually on Psycho in the mid lane. And Stark's actually taking a lot of the gold for Ravenclaw in this one. Checking the top side, it seems that Oyen's actually getting dove by Moriarty and Rexo County, but Oyen actually is a little bit too tanky, and they managed to get out. Blue team has actually slain the turtle. Moriarty actually might get taken out here by Oyen, but Moriarty just manages to make it out. Good take on the turtle by Hufflepuff. Rexo County just hanging around the top side. He knows that Oyen is actually low on mana, so he might actually just harass him here. Mid lane, there is a smart recall coming in from Avatar. Brian's doing his best to make sure that the wave stays pushed against him. Brian just keeps diving in and diving out just to cause distraction. And we see a couple of recalls, a couple of resets just for right now. Seems that Hufflepuff is actually trying to pose down for the objective down in the bot lane. And Psycho has actually taken down another player, and we seem to get a pause from Moriarty. We shall pause the game for just a few seconds here as we resolve the issue for Moriarty. While we wait for the pause to resolve, and it seems that we are going to be hopping back in the game in just a second. It seems that the pause has been resolved. Let's go back in the game.
Blue team hero has been slain.
Okay, and actually Hufflepuff has been taken down here. Nicole 10 was actually taken down. It seems that a turret has been taken down in the bot lane. That would make it the first of the game. That's actually a big advantage for Hufflepuff. It gives them advantage, and we'll see how it shapes out for them in the coming fights. Checking the mid lane, Brian is at it again, just jumping in, jumping out. So far, actually not a lot of fighting as expected, but Avatar just gets one shot by Psycho. Absolutely one shot, and they're gonna pose up for the turtle down in the bot lane. And they're just gonna take this objective for free.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
They're gonna take the objective for free and pocket a kill alongside it. Psycho is just monstrous in this game. He's way ahead of the competition as of right now. Seems that there's been a team fight down in the bot lane.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
And another turret has been taken down. I believe that would be for the mid lane. Hufflepuff really flexing the advantage here. But if I know Mobile Legends games have just happen to rely on one team fight, and Rexo County, the tank, just gets taken down again by Psycho. Brian's jumping in, but I think he's gonna get taken down again by Psycho, but he manages to escape just barely with his life. Psycho is just absolutely monstrous. He's definitely living up to that IGN of his. Meanwhile, Oyen is now at a level advantage against Stark. Let's see if he can actually take him down. He's too tanky though. Brian's coming in for an assist, but they don't manage to take it on Oyen. He actually manages to make it to him. He actually manages to make it to the tower, and Nicole 10 just manages to come in and save him. Psycho posing up for another kill, just hiding in the bush. Just hiding in the bush, waiting to see who he can take down at this point. It's basically Psycho's game to lose at this point. It seems that Ia has actually been taken down. Psycho's posing up for another gank in the bot lane. Moriarty just gets chunked and taken down. Psycho is now godlike. Psycho might actually go legendary with this one. But no. Brian is actually going very, very low on health. Let's watch this mid lane. Let's watch the top lane. Oyen's actually coming in on Stark, collapsing on Stark. And Stark just manages to make it out with his life. Going back to the mid lane, Psycho is just 1v2ing everybody at this point. Psycho 7-0-1. Who can take down this man? Rexo County manages to get a stun on the Psycho, but Psycho just manages to make it out with the assistance of his teammates. I think that this is turning into a 1v9 strictly. And Ia actually gets taken down by Stark in the top lane. Psycho's taken a smart recall, getting chunked out by the opposing team. Oyen and Nicole 10 are actually trying to push in the top tower, trying to take down all of the outer towers, and they manage to succeed. Oyen jumps onto Stark. Let's see if he can take him down. No, just chunks him out, sends him backward to where it's safe. Rexo County is tankier at this point. Just building those items. Psycho waiting in the bush once again. Let's see what he can do. Lord has spawned. Rexo County has been spotted by Psycho, or should I say Psycho spots out Rexo County. Rexo County is actually getting to a tankier point. Earlier he just gets one shot by this. And Psycho's getting chunked out, and Psycho actually gets shut down. Bot lane fight. Bot lane fight. Engineer Firmo manages to take someone down. Rexo County getting chunked out very low. He manages to make it out just in time. And it ends up 1-for-1, but I think that Ravenclaw actually gets the bigger advantage here, except that in the top lane, the Hanabi is just pushing in, Ia just pushing in the tower, doesn't manage to take it down, but the cannon minion just manages to take it down, but Stark just takes down Ia here with At this point, it's a 4,000 gold lead for Hufflepuff. 13 kills to 9. They're going to attempt to take down the Lord, but Moriarty is just circling them. Manages to spot them out. Okay, and it seems we've entered a standstill for right now. I don't think that's going to last long though, folks. Starks in the mid lane, chunking out Engineer Firmo. He deals quite a lot of damage. Oyen is actually tanky. And Psycho manages to take down another one. Psycho just diving into everybody. Taking down people left and right. Let this man chew his bubblegum and take names, but he's ran out of bubblegum and now he's just taking names left and right. Hufflepuff will push in the mid lane and try to take down this tower. Avatar's doing what he can to defend this tower. 3 members of Ravenclaw just trying their best to defend, while 2 members of Hufflepuff are trying to take down the Lord. It seems that they're just gonna get this for free. No contest. They just took the Lord. Moriarty tries to dive in to deny that, and he just manages to make it out. Rexo County trying to run interference into everybody, but Psycho and everybody else on Hufflepuff just push him away. Folks, it's gonna take a miracle team fight for Ravenclaw to take down Hufflepuff. Lord has been summoned in the top lane. See what advantage they can get. Psycho's actually been cornered and has been cornered by 3 and actually got taken out. A huge advantage for Ravenclaw. And Lord just being taken down in the top lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Brian's been stunned. Brian's been isolated. Brian's just all alone in the mid lane, but he manages to make it out.
Red team hero has been slain.
In the bot lane, another member of Ravenclaw has been taken down. Brian is getting chunked out. Oyen's just diving him already. Moriarty doing what he can. He's just diving into everyone and manages to take one out. Moriarty doing what he can to escape, but he's going to get taken out as well by Nicole 10. Mid lane inner turret has actually been destroyed. Let's see what they can do with this advantage. Brian's doing what he can, diving into 3 members, actually surviving for such a long time, but he just manages to he gets taken out in the end anyway. He did what he could. Now they're trying to push into the base. The minions are actually just starting to stream in slowly. Oyen's actually going to get taken down here. Now it's a waiting game just for the minions. It would be smart for Hufflepuff to clear out the minions and push in their advantages at this point. Psycho's actually been isolated once more. Moriarty tries to cast his ultimate, but he doesn't manage to get it off. Psycho gets cornered by 3, but he chunks everyone out, and not everyone can dive him, but he gets taken out anyway. And now the ensuing team fight. Let's see who can win. It's 2 members against 3, but the 2 members of Hufflepuff are just taking everybody to town. Rexo County is getting to a point of too tanky, but my God, even though he's tanky, it doesn't save the rest of his team from getting taken out anyway. Brian's doing what he can to run interference. Oyen's just in the back line doing what he can to push Brian away. And now this might be actually the game-winning push here. The death timers are 30 seconds, 27 seconds, and it's going to take a while for the rest of Ravenclaw to respawn. If Brian gets taken down here, I think it's a game over, but I don't know. It's gonna be 10 seconds, 15 seconds for the next for any team fight to actually be possible by Ravenclaw. Brian's actually pushing in against 3 and manages to take one down. Engineer Firmlaw is actually trying to push Brian away, and he manages to push him away. Oyen's trying to chase in Brian, but Oyen gets pushed away by Rexo County. This is a tank v tank fight. I don't know how long this is gonna take. And the map state has been restored once again. Let's take a quick reset here. Ravenclaw's just trying to push away the minions, trying to take down as many lanes as possible. Hufflepuff is collecting themselves in the mid lane, setting up for this Lord fight. Top lane, actually, Nicole 10's actually being chunked out. But let's see the ensuing team fight. It's a 5v4 with Hufflepuff in the advantage. And Ravenclaw is actually coming out on top. Psycho is still alive though. Psycho is actually starting to jump in. Let's see what he can do. Psycho chunks out Brian, and Brian has no choice but to go back to base to take a recall. Stark's gonna see what he can do against Lord, and calling Avatar over to see if they can take down the Lord. Psycho's hanging around to see if he can contest this. It seems that the Lord might just be given away to Ravenclaw. Psycho's actually getting very low. Ravenclaw claims Lord, and Psycho just gets chunked away by 3, now by 4, and he just gets taken down. Hufflepuff is just throwing this game away. Lord gets summoned in the top lane. Let's see what that can do. He still has a couple of towers to push in though. Now 4 members of Ravenclaw are pushing into the mid lane. They're running a 4-1 strategy here.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
They're running a 4-1 strategy. Let's see what they can do here. Lord is actually coming up to the outer tower on the top lane, and he manages to take that down. There's a team fight ensuing. In the top lane. And Lord's just gonna push in the top lane tower, manages to chunk that away and take that away from Hufflepuff. Ravenclaw, 5 men strong, are in the base, but one of Ravenclaw just gets taken down. I don't know how Hufflepuff are actually managing to survive this. In a 3v5 situation, Hufflepuff actually managed to survive. Psycho is back on the map. This is where a lot of the damage for Hufflepuff lies, in Psycho. Nicole 10 actually getting very painful at this point. Rexo County getting chunked very, very low. He does get taken down by Nicole 10 in the end. And now Hufflepuff is now pushing in the mid lane. Let's see if they can actually make the game-winning push at this point. The death timers are very long for The death timers are very long. This is Hufflepuff's game to win at this point, and it's an ace. And then Brian just gets taken down. It's an ace, and it's a Hufflepuff victory, everybody. Hufflepuff is moving on to the winner versus winner bracket. We'll be seeing Ravenclaw after our next match. What a game. What a game. What a game. What a carry performance, actually, by Nicole 10. Psycho leading the early game. That was actually a beautiful performance by Psycho, one-shotting people left and right. Hufflepuff will be guaranteed the minimum amount of 1,000